Welcome to Day in Woburn. I'm your host, Samantha Stone. I'm very excited. We have a wonderful group of people who are joining us today to talk about all kinds of things happening across the city. First up, as always, Mayor Concanon. Welcome, Mike.
Hi, Samantha. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me today. There's
Yeah,
a lot going on in the city.
yeah, it's a busy time. There's a lot going on. Weather is heating up again. I think we got a mini heat wave next couple of days, but thankfully we've got some resources available to keep cool.
Absolutely. And one of my favorite new ones is the Green Street Splash Park, which is kind of a soft opening. We're still doing a little bit of work here and there to finish it up, but we've been loving watching those smiles of folks running through the park.
A lot of people enjoying it as they're enjoying the Clap Park splash pad as well. So it's
Yeah.
great to see. And as you said, we've got a soft opening at the Green Street splash pad. Uh, we've been able to open it up. Obviously, with this weather, it's necessary. There's still a couple of things that we'll need to get done this fall, but thank you very much to our team, Rory Lindstrom at Recreation, Alex Rozicki in Engineering, Jay Duran, DPW, and a host of others who have stepped up to make sure that we got to enjoy this splash pad during this hot weather. And again, there's a couple of things we'll finish up once we shut down and the leaves turn.
Yeah, it's been really fun to have that. I'm glad we did that. And as you mentioned, when it gets hot like this and we have hot spells, we encourage people to go to the library or the senior center, places that are temperature controlled during the day if they don't want to be outside and doing the pools or the splash parks or any of the
Yeah,
things we have to stay comfortable as they can.
yeah, it looks like we're going to have a great day on Thursday. I think we get some cooling temperatures. So, no, summer in New England, let's enjoy it.
That's right. We'll make the most of it. Speaking of the splash pad, I know one of the things that has been discussed, I guess on and off for a little bit of time, is the skate park. We've talked about potentially doing that. I know the spray park can be used by anyone, but tends to attract younger audience and not as many teens, although some older siblings and folks will
Yeah, yeah, I saw some
come out.
older kids there as well. But yeah, it's primarily, then, a few years ago, Recreation did a survey and a couple of community meetings to try to gauge exactly where the interest was for various projects. And it was overwhelmingly uh, the choice of the residents to have a splash pad there instead of another pool. So you're right, though. That's right now I'm seeing mostly younger families, and then of course a few older kids here and there. To your
Although
point
I've
about
had a couple of adults reach out and ask when's adult night, so I don't look like a creepy person going and hanging out with little kids. So we might have to see if there's real interest in that or not.
that, to your question about the skate park, yes. In the opposite side of the Shamrock School, that open field, there is a plan in the works to create a skate park, a skateboard park, as we would call it. Um, we've got the area identified. We're in design now. I'd like to see that underway next year this time. Again, working with Rory and our engineering team as well on design and logistics and what's involved in putting that in. But I'm cautiously optimistic that that will be a project for next summer.
That'll be great. That'll be another fun thing for keeping people outside and
Yeah.
doing something fun and active.
Yeah, that was another one of those things where rather than just asking a bunch of people my age what they would like to see, we did the work and solicited the feedback from the kids, and we did a great job of trying to make sure that the things we're building are what the kids want to see and want to use. And so we're pretty confident that a skateboard park would satisfy the needs of a particular age group. And hopefully, once built, you'll see a whole lot of kids enjoying it.
Yeah, that'll be really fun when we have that. Oh, great. We also have a hazardous waste day coming up. We do this once a year here in the city. That's coming up on Saturday. I know I've been down to my basement, kind of picking through all the things that we need to clean up, and thought it'd be a good opportunity to remind people where it is and what kinds of things they can bring.
Yeah, so the Board of Health is running that again this year. John Booley, who worked for the Board of Health, has moved on to a different assignment. We wish him the very best. In the past, he coordinated this for us. He certainly got the ball rolling for us this year, and now Trish Bergeron George, who works in the Board of Health, has agreed to pick up the slack. So she's running with this now. So it's a free residential hazardous waste day. It's this Saturday. from 9 to noon. Again, it's in the high school parking lot. There'll be volunteers out there helping to guide people and direct them in. And it's an opportunity, as you said, to clean out the basement, the garage, the shed of any of those hazardous chemicals that maybe you use most of it, but there's still a little bit left in the jug and you're not sure what to do with it. Well, you bring it down to the high school this Saturday for free, and our partner at Clean Harbors will take care of that for us. Um, I would direct people to the city website. The information is there. There's a whole list of what is acceptable to bring, kind of what you'd expect: stains, paints, preservatives, strippers, lighter fluid, car wash, polish, stuff like that. And then, just as important, there's a list on the other side of what not to bring, things like mercury, latex paint, radioactive waste, smoke detectors, uh, electronics, asbestos, etc. And the good news is that even though you can't bring those items to this drop off, we do have drop offs throughout the year geared towards those types of items as well. So if you have those things and you're anxious to get rid of them, keep your eyes open for the website for the next opportunity to bring those type of items down and drop them off.
With the exception of the radioactive waste, you're on your own for that. You
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
specialty company to do that one.
yeah. But again, if
Yeah,
people go to the website, they'll see the list of
yeah,
what they can and cannot bring
yeah.
and any of the details there. But it is a great opportunity, between this type of effort and then the tires and batteries and the fluorescent bulbs and the appliances, the electronics that the city and our partners at the Maderos Recycling Group uh, schedule for us. There's an opportunity to do a lot of cleaning safely and
Yeah.
wisely.
Yeah, I totally agree. The other thing I want to make sure people go to the website for is the safe handling instructions. There, the chemicals that you're working with, we don't want them to spill on your car or on you or anything else. So definitely
Yeah,
just, go in, keep them in the original containers. There's some other good guidance just to remind people we don't want things mixing for
yeah,
obvious reasons. So just a little bit different caution than perhaps we do on shredding day or, generalized appliance recycling. And they have good guidelines there for you to follow.
for efficiency's sake, could have adverse chemical reactions there.
Yeah.
So just bring them down to the experts and they'll take it off your hands.
Excellent. The last thing I wanted to ask you about today, Mike, was the dome. It is back on top of lots of people's minds. There was a project that was permitted, and there has been some. The space has been land has been posted for sale. I don't know that that means the developer is definitely not doing it, but it is on the market. And some people have asked,
Yep.
I think, a good and fair question, which is the permit that was issued for the original project. If a new owner purchases that and decides they want that same project, would that special permit move with the new buyer, or is that something that is just specific to the prior person?
So the short answer is yes. Someone buys that property, they're eligible to take advantage of that approved special permit. It was approved in November of 2024 unanimously by the city council after a lot of work and a lot of community input to ensure that the proposed project fit in with the neighborhood and, made more sense. It was the opinion of many that the first iteration would not have been a great fit. So again, after a lot of collaboration, there was a project put forward that was approved by the council. I know that our planning director, John Cashel, has spoken with the developer who has not given up on the project. He's busy with other projects. He told John he still has intentions to develop what was approved, but to keep his options open, he also put it on the market to see what interest there might be from somebody else. So, we'll see how that plays out. But again, the short answer is that what was approved can still be built by a subsequent buyer.
Great, thank you. And if there is a new buyer, they may want to do something else, and they would go through the permitting process as
Yep,
anybody else would. So thank you for that clarification. It
sure,
was a common question this week from folks.
certainly.
Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. And next up, Nora Oliver is going to chat with us about an exciting opportunity to take a really interactive session with her called Elevate Your Life. Thank you for joining us, Nora.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. So yes, Yeah, Elevate Your Life program is a free weekly workshop series. It's designed to help individuals overcome life's obstacles. I cover a wide range of topics that includes self-confidence, navigating relationships, managing stress, mastering parenting, setting goals, nutrition, healthy living, breaking negative patterns, healing from rejection and trauma, finding your purpose, and of course more. The program itself is it's a great blend of real life coaching tools that's based on like taking action in your life, and not we don't just talk, we actually take real action as you live in your life.
I love that. I think it's such a wonderful in the spirit of the Community Resource Center and helping people understand sometimes what our goals are, what we really want, and how do we set about doing that. And Nora, I know you've built this program to help guide people through that process
Yes.
and lift themselves up through that. What inspired you to create this program?
Well, as a life coach and a single mother of three, I know firsthand how overwhelming life can be and feel when you're trying to do everything alone. So I created this Elevate Your Life program because so many people feel stuck, lost, or unsupported, and they don't know where to begin to improve their lives. So this program is about community, healing, empowerment, and taking action. Everyone deserves a fresh start and the tools to build the life they actually want. And that's what Elevate Your Life program is all about. And the best part is it's free. It's completely free for anyone to join, 18 plus.
That really is
Yeah.
a benefit, and we
Yes.
recognize its value, and we're grateful that you're bringing it to the center. I think we look forward to a lot of people taking advantage of this offer and doing this and trying maybe something new for them. Maybe they haven't done something
Yeah.
like this before. Nora, remind us the schedule and where they can register.
Yes, absolutely. So the workshop is held every Sunday. It starts on August 24th of 2025. They're being held at 10 a.m. every Sunday. I am actually adding Zoom sessions as well. So if somebody cannot make it at a particular session, they can join via Zoom. And it ends in January 25th. So you're getting 6 months of free 40-minute sessions as a group. So you can come in with any questions, any issues that you might be struggling with, and I'll give you direct direction how to move past it, how to deal with it, and what action to take. So the best part of this program is that, like I said, we don't just talk about it, we take action. I assign homework. So after every session, before you go home, I'll give you real life homework. So you start really changing your life from day one. So after each session, you're actually going home and every day you're making some changes based on whatever struggles or changes you want to make in your life.
It sounds really productive, and it's nice that you can do that along with other people to hold each other accountable and support each other up, and really just build a compassionate group of people around you while you're doing this.
Absolutely. And then anyone that wants to join the program, they can go to noraoliver.com, or if they're struggling with it or they want to email me directly, they can send me an email at nora@noraoliver.com. Again, there's a lot of Nora Olivers here, but it's pretty simple. I purposely made it that simple. All you have to remember is Nora Oliver to reach out to me. Yeah.
Fantastic, Nora. Thank you for doing this at the center. It's a perfect Sunday activity to be there. It's a space well utilized. We hope people do that. If folks have questions, they certainly can reach out to Nora directly, and we look
Yeah.
forward to the program kicking off next month.
I can't wait. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you. Next up, Olga. Thank you for joining me from St. Vincent de Paul's thrift store and food pantry and all the great work that you do there. There is something super fun coming up when I sit in on a lot of city council and subcommittee meetings. And I remember when the permit request came into play bingo. And I'm going to admit, I got a little excited. I thought this could be really fun to have right here in Woburn. So tell us a little bit about bingo that's happening this weekend.
Thank you for having me. This is the first time I join you, so tell me if I'm talking too much. So it is exciting. We do help families in Woburn going through hardship, and the number of families has grown in the last year tremendously. The food pantry is now seeing about 100 families a week. I'm sorry, about 100 families a month.
A lot.
Yeah, between 100 to 115. Some weeks we have, let me see, like 30 families. Some weeks is a little bit less. So anyways, we help also families with rent, hotels, electricity, anything that they really need to get going, or to get out of the hole or things like that. So we do have the thrift store, and the thrift store help us tremendously with that. And we feel that we also needed a little bit extra money. And bingo is a very popular social event. I did learn that. We have been training um, at the Knights of Columbus and Peabody. They have been so kind to us, training us on how to run a successful bingo. So hopefully we will do really good.
I'm
Uh,
excited and I'm glad that you were trained because people don't mess around with their bingo. They're very serious about
intense.
it.
Yes, they're very intense. So we're telling people it's our first time doing bingo. We're not experts by any mean. So hopefully they will have a little bit of mercy. Um, but it's okay. We will move on, go through the hiccups, and we will have a lot of fun, and hopefully we will raise money. We also want to, so the building that we're in is not ADA compliance. It makes it very, very difficult for anybody in a wheelchair or anything that prevents them from going up and down stairs. You have been there.
I
Um,
have, and it is an amazing space, but you're right. It's very hard for
it's
someone with mobility issues to access the services.
exactly. So we also want to make improvements to at least the first two floors, and make them ADA accessible. So that requires a lot of money. But we cannot stop helping families while we adventure into making this building ADA. So we figured that I thought that the bingo will be a positive, way to do fundraising and fun at the same time.
It is fun, and if someone is listening and watching has never played bingo, it actually is just a total hoot. You can't help but get swept up in the excitement of it when you're in a room with a bunch of other people. And I encourage people to come in. Tell us a little bit about. So I know there's some prizes, and basically the way the funds work is you purchase a card, and then if you win, and some of the proceeds from that go towards the very important good work that you're doing. How much will be the bingo cards for folks to pick up while they're there?
So we're gonna have two bundles. We're gonna sell them in bundles to
Okay.
make it easier. The 9 card bundles is gonna be $20, and you have
Yeah.
19 sheets times 9. That's a lot of
That
games
is
for
a lot of
$20.
chances to win.
Yeah, for $20. And the next bundle it's gonna be $35. And you have the opportunity to play 15 games. And again, you get 19 sheets. So it's a lot
Uh,
of games. I cannot keep up more than the 9. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then we're also going to have extra games. Like we're going to have 3 games. The casino, it's called the casino. We're going to have 2 more. I don't remember the names, but
okay.
we're going to have 2 more games. They're going to sell for $1 each. So you have more opportunity. Oh, we're going to have a 50-50. And we're also going to have a winner's take it takes it all. So all those tickets are
Nice.
$1. Yes, exactly. All the
Nice.
prices are cash prices. We
Nice.
do have to pay taxes. Before we give out the full amount, you have to pay the tax. We take out the taxes and then we give the cash out. Um, we're working with the Moose Lodge. That's where we're going to have our bingo. And it's going to be the first and the third Sunday of the month. I figure we need to start slow until
I
we become pros.
I think that sounds
People,
super fun. And I know in some other bingos, people are welcome to like bring in snacks and stuff. Are people able to do that, or will you have beverages and snacks for sale?
so we will have the Moose Lodge. Will have like finger food and
Yeah.
drinks for sale, and they don't want anybody to bring their own food.
Yeah.
For several reasons, right? We have to be safe and we don't know what people are bringing. There will be no alcohol during the bingo. That is a no, because we don't have a license for
Yeah.
alcohol. So it will have to be on the Moose Lodge's license. So there will be
No.
no alcohol on the bingo
Yeah.
or during bingo.
Yeah, that's okay. It's super fun. You don't
Yeah,
we don't want people fighting over bingos if they drink a little
exactly.
bit too much. This sounds really fun. What time on Sunday should people come on by?
Doors open at 12 o'clock. Bingo starts at 1:30, and we're going to play until 5 o'clock, thinking that it will finish somewhere around 4:30, 4:45.
That sounds really fun. Olga, thank you
Thank
for
you.
bringing us bingo. It's really fun. It is really social, but also for all the really valuable work that St. Vincent de Paul does. I have turned to you to help residents many, many times, and I'm so grateful you are always there. And the team works really hard to do everything they can. And I'll remind people, if you haven't shopped in the thrift store, there's some amazing finds. You can't beat the prices, and all the profits go to really, really good use. So I
Yes,
encourage people to go visit.
thank you. Yes, we're all volunteers.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's 100%.
Yeah. It's amazing. Thank you, Olga, so much for
Thank
everything
you.
that you do.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
And we're going to wrap up the show talking about some other type of summer fun. Welcome, Anthony.
Thanks for having me back, Samantha. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Always glad to have you back. And we're going to talk about some summer fun that the Woburn Redevelopment Authority is doing and planning. And I'm excited to offer that. But before we get into the fun stuff, I'm not sure everybody knows what the WRA is and how much you contribute to downtown in our city. So I wanted to first just begin with a little bit of a lesson about the organization.
Thanks for the opportunity again, and I'll definitely keep it brief on this one. So the WRA has been around since 1961. It's primarily used as an urban renewal agency, and in recent years, it's kind of turned into more of a community development group, more on the advisory side. And we've been really focusing on the downtown. And one of our goals, especially this year, is to really help re-engage the downtown and continue that revitalization efforts. It's such a beautiful downtown. It's got such a rich history, and we're trying to play our part in that.
I love it. You know, when we built the Pocket Park, there was a stage there, and right now the giant chess set sits on it for anybody who's been by recently. But we built a stage intentionally with we envisioned performances happening, and I'm really excited that we've got one coming up pretty soon in August. Tell us a little bit about that musical group and what they'll be doing for us.
Yeah, so it's a well-known group. It's going to be the Dave Andrews Trio. They're going to be coming out Thursday, August 7th from 5 to 7, and they're going to be out at that stage. We're really, this is the type of stuff, the cultural events and the community building that we're really trying to encourage this year. And it's a great community space. There's plenty of room to kind of spread out. If you're downtown, you want to stop and get a bite to eat, or you want to come by, bring your own chair, we highly encourage it. It's going to be free slushes, I heard too, Richie slushes. So that's going to be a good thing. It might be a hot day, so even more reason to come out.
I love it. I will say I might have gotten soup dumplings right next to there more than one time on many occasions. So there are many wonderful restaurants right downtown to pick from and have a little picnic if you want to just come on by, listen to music, hang out with maybe some folks you know, maybe some folks you've never met before, and get a chance to enjoy it.
Without a doubt, we're kind of kicking off something new, and we're really grateful to be partnering with the city, and we really appreciate the help promoting this event. We're hoping this will be the first of many. I know we have another one in September that we'll be putting some information out more on, but really looking forward to this event and bringing people together.
Right. Well, thank you so much for the work the WRA does, and in particular right now for helping give us a good reason to come hang out downtown and listen to some live music and enjoy a summer evening together.
No, honestly, it's an honor, and we have a good team here in Woburn. And the downtown's a main focus. And Mayor Concan and your team, it's honestly a pleasure to help out, and looking forward to first of many good events down there.
Excellent. Well, Woburn, as always, we've given you a whole lot of things to think about, some things that you can do to have fun, some things you can do to help each other out, and just some general updates of things that are happening around the city. I hope you will continue to take good care of each other.